Hello, my name is David Wallowinnick and welcome to my home. I'm a proud contributor of Taste Magazine and a hospitality veteran with over 30 years of experience, many of which are behind the bar. Recently, for the summer issue of Taste Magazine, I wrote an article called Bar Necessities. As a sidebar, there's 3 classic cocktail recipes and I'd like to make one of those for you today. It's called the Rob Roy. Now this is a Manhattan style cocktail that came on the scene 1894, created at the Waldorf Astoria in Manhattan. Now a Manhattan will classically call for rye. This one calls for Scotch. Now I've chosen famous grouse for you today. This is a combination of both Highland Park and McAllen, reputable houses. They've made this blend. It's great quality, good value, but use any Scotch you've got, honestly. Vermouth is wine-based, okay? You open it, it will oxidize just like wine will. Maybe a little bit slower than wine, but it still will oxidize. So if you've opened it, keep it in your fridge. If you've got one up in your cupboard or you can't remember the last time you've opened it, it's probably not fresh anymore. You'd probably consider going out and getting a fresh bottle, okay? So we're going to start off with 60 mils of Scotch. 60 mils is 2 ounces. And 30 mils or 1 ounce of vermouth. Okay, and some bitters. If you look at the classic recipe, it's going to call for Angostura. I love Angostura, just didn't have any at home today. So I'm going to use something that I also love. It's a local Vancouver company called Bittered Sling Extracts, and this is called the Denman Bitters, named after a street over in the West End of Vancouver. Now, I didn't put ice on initially because, well, I didn't want it to start diluting before I was ready. Now that it's ready to go, I'm going to give this a little stir. One of the most common questions I get asked is, how long do you stir? That depends on the ice. If you've got small cubes, they'll melt fast. Large cubes, they melt slow. Somewhere in between, well, you be the judge of that. What you're looking for is to get a good chill and appropriate dilution. After I feel like I've gone around what I think might be long enough, I'm going to try it out. I'm going to take a little tasting spoon. That's perfect. Okay? Now, I've chilled the cocktail glass. You don't want to put a cold cocktail into a warm glass. What's it going to do? It's only going to steal thermal energy from the cocktail that you've just put some care and attention towards. Slowly pouring that into the glass. I don't really want to aerate it at all because I want it to maintain that beautiful silky texture. Now I've got a great cocktail there. It needs a garnish. A traditional garnish for a Rob Roy will be a cherry. Now these are a brandy soaked cherry. I did buy a nice big jar of them. That jar got less and less and less, so I've transferred them to a smaller vessel. You can find them at pretty much any specialty grocer. Stay away from the ones that are brightly colored. Too many artificial ingredients in those. And I like a lemon zest with my Rob Roy. I'm going to take and gently slice off a little bit of the peel. Now there's a pith on the back side of that. I like taking that pith off. It's not really going to do anything for the cocktail except for added bitterness. And I've just sliced that pith off a little bit. And nice little trim to make it all pretty. If I give it a little twist over top of the cocktail, it expresses those beautiful lemon oils right over the surface. And that is a classic Rob Roy. Cheers.